Hi, my name is Wilbur. I use they, them pronouns, and my fun fact is that I finally watched the Everything Everywhere All at Once movie last night, and I cried.
That's true. Hey, everybody, I'm Clee Soup. My pronouns are she, they. My fun fact is that I have over 9,000 hours in The Sims 4.
Hello everyone, my name is Leggie. I use any pronouns, and my fun fact is that I'm currently recording this next to my toaster.
Toaster cast.
Yeah.
So true. Also, Kell,
Yes.
9,000 hours
Yes.
is a year. It's over a year.
Yes.
You've
Look.
spent over a year of your life.
I've had
so
it-
you're really only 21. You're 22 in Sims.
Look. I've had the game since like 2016. Okay, listen.
And okay, so in the past 6 years, you've spent a year of your life playing The Sims. In the past 6 years, you've spent a year of your life playing. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
I'm like,
I don't know.
literally, how is that a year?
I don't. Look.
An entire year of your time.
The thing that bothers me the most is that Kell doesn't use custom content either.
Yeah, I
so it's
know.
just the base game.
Exactly.
It's the vanilla game.
So you played the base game for
9,000 hours.
a year. For a year.
Exactly 9,006 hours, in fact.
That is concerning.
I've been
How?
told that if I had 9,000 hours in like an FPS game, I would be a pro. I'd be getting paid.
If you had 9,000 hours in literally any other game,
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do something with it.
Yeah. You could take it somewhere, you know?
Imagine if I
Yeah.
had 9,000 hours in Valorant. I'd be killing.
Bro, you'd be signed to a team.
You can go to the Sims Big League.
That doesn't even exist.
Real.
It does now.
Well, Kel's invented it.
Yep.
Let's make Sims in a competitive sport.
I'd certainly be winning.
I'd be down for
Jesus
that.
Christ. Oh, also, we're the Long Distance Roommates podcast. I forgot to mention that. I'm sure you all know.
Yeah.
How was your guys' weeks?
It's been fine. A lot of working, you know, as always. Adult stuff.
Fair enough. Leggie, how about you?
My house is in complete disarray at the moment. We're currently having a house extension, so we've had to move everything out of my room. It looks like I've been robbed. And we've also we've moved the kitchen next to my setup. So I have like cornflakes, a toaster, the microwave, you know.
Oh,
Why not?
good. Love that for you, actually.
It looks like one of my Sims houses. You know, when you run out of room, you just put things wherever you
Yeah.
can fit them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You like don't have
That's-
enough simoleons, so your like kitchen is right next to this desk.
Yep.
How's your week been, Wilbur?
Thank you so much for asking. Unlike last time when you just completely bulldozered over me and didn't let me say how my week was. Or like, you know, the other night when you
my God.
didn't buy
Oh my god.
the other night when you went to the store and you bought yourself a snack and you didn't buy me one.
Oh my
Hell,
god.
how could you?
You, in your own words, forgot about me.
Oh my god, they forgot your own existence.
Listen, you're never gonna let me live this down. I got you 2 snacks last time I went.
Yeah, but that doesn't make up for how abandoned I felt when you forgot that I existed.
Okay, but what snacks were they?
Popcorn.
Okay,
They're white cheddar popcorn.
White cheesy popcorn.
that does sound
It's
good.
really good. It is, but that does not change the fact that you came home and you had a bag on the counter and you had your spicy, let me finish, and you had your spicy chips in the bag. And I look around, I go, oh, clearly, Kyle always buys me a snack. They always bring me a little snack when they go to the store. I've run out of my snack. So I look around, I look in the bags, I go, hey babe, where do you put my snack? And they go, not gonna lie, I didn't think about you. I didn't think about it.
Oh my god.
You're making me look so bad.
And then they charged me $40 for the groceries they got.
Bro.
So
Bro.
not only did they have the audacity to not bring me a snack, but I still had to pay for half the groceries.
Bro.
Wow.
I think that should have absolved me from paying for the groceries.
audacity.
I bought you
I
a
know.
candle today.
I feel like I'm on an
Okay.
episode of Dr. Phil right now.
You're Dr. Phil.
I am, and I'm not helping, which is kind of on brand,
That's so
I guess.
funny. Yeah, no, that's fair. Anyway, today we're finishing our 3-episode segment on space. it is my turn to speak. And today, we're going to be talking about black holes, which is my favorite element of space because they're fucking weird and no one knows anything about them. And it's like a vacuum of death. So, before we begin, what do you guys think a black hole is? What is your knowledge about them? Kell, you go first.
Alrighty. So, they're basically...
Okay, don't take over the podcast. Don't take over the podcast.
Listen.
Short, couple sentence summary.
You hit me with that science time, and I go, woo!
Okay, give like a 2-sentence brief summary of what you think a black hole is.
Oh my god, I'm being censored. I'm being censored on today's podcast.
You are.
So, black holes, more or less, are just, they just have the most gravity. All of gravity, they've got it. They're out there sucking things up. And they form, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. I believe that they're formed when a supernova collapses, I believe.
Okay. Leggie, what is your knowledge or experience with the black hole? Not experience.
I got sucked into a black hole when I was 11, and I've never been the same.
Listen.
Well, I can't really top what Kell just said. I don't have any important information about them, but I used to think they were like little pockets in space, and that one day we'd just get sucked into one and then never come out of it.
Nice.
Fair.
Do you guys think there's something on the other side of a black hole? Kell, you go first.
No. I think it's just like dying.
Boring.
There's nothing after.
Boring. Leggie.
Well then. The thing that I find interesting about black holes is that people tend to associate it with the Mandela effect. And people say, oh, our universe got sucked into like a black hole. Or not our universe, our solar system or whatever. It got sucked into a black hole and it's like another dimension on the other side where things are just slightly different than how you remember them.
Interesting. Okay, so according to NASA, a black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that even light cannot get out. The gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a tiny point. So essentially what Kell said, it's just essentially a place in the solar system where the gravity of a star actually is being all compressed and squished in on itself. According to National Geographic, a black hole is the space equivalent of a sinkhole. So if you can imagine, like when sinkholes will appear just in the road and it'll kind of pull everything down into it, except it's if the sinkhole was also a vacuum and it sucked everything into it, which it also sucks light into it, which is kind of wild if you think about it.
And time.
Oh, damn.
And time.
I didn't know about the time
Sucks
thing.
time?
Yeah. There's no time in a black hole because gravity's too strong.
Do they know that for a fact?
Did they just like throw a stopwatch into a black hole or?
No, yeah.
I don't think that stopwatches dictate time.
It's
time
the only
is-
thing I could think of.
Is like you know how if I don't actually know if you guys know this, but like if you move something faster or slower, time affects it at a different rate. Did you guys know that?
The only thing I can think of with that is like one scene in X-Men where like Quicksilver's moving like really fast and everything's in like slow motion, you know?
It's a good scene.
That's not exactly it, but like kind of. Like if you moved something at the speed of light, time would not affect it the same way as like somebody walking down the street.
Yeah. I have heard that,
But
which
yeah,
is
so
weird.
Yeah.
If evidently, though I'm not really sure how we know this, if you were to enter a black hole, you'd go through a process that is quite literally called spaghettification.
I love that word.
I know, it's really funny. But that essentially entails your body, your spacecraft, and anything else sucked in would be stretched and compressed over and over again by the various tugs of gravity. So getting kneaded to death by the universe.
yeah.
Which is a concept. Black holes are typically formed by stars exploding, though it has to be a really large star. In fact, it has to be a star that is 10 to 20 times the size of our sun. which I know there are people who think our sun is going to turn into a black hole. Evidently, that's not possible.
Our sun's actually pretty small.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't kill us, because its gravity's not that strong.
Yeah. I mean, if our sun died, we'd still die, but we wouldn't get sucked into a black hole.
Yeah.
Essentially, when a star dies of that size, all that's left of it after the initial explosion is the stellar core, which provides the inward pull of gravity. But when that's all there is left, the core collapses in on itself because it's just pulling itself in. And if the pull of gravity collapses into itself in a small enough point, essentially if all the gravity just goes to one tiny minuscule point, a black hole is created. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem from my research that we know a lot about them because
can't really
they
study
suck everything into them. So
we know that there's one at the center of the universe, like a really big one.
Yes.
Also, I heard that either through Twitter or TikTok, so I could be making stuff up, but that scientists, like space scientists, are really excited because 2 black holes are about to like collide, and they have truly no idea what's going to happen.
It's going to explode the universe. It's going to suck everything into it.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's probably not going to end well for us, but you know what?
I mean,
I'm down. You know, I've had a good run.
Yeah, how far away are they?
No idea. Probably really far away.
I think it's going to suck everything, and I think that's the end. This is going to be the end.
That's
When is this happening? I should write it in my calendar.
I don't know. I just know that it's like soon-ish. I don't really know what soon means to space scientists, so.
It's the MCYT soon, and when it means like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? But
anyway,
they're hyped about it.
Fair enough. Essentially, there are a couple of different theories about what black holes are and what they aren't. The first theory is that black holes essentially serve as a recycling bin for the universe. Some people hold the belief that this is where matter is destroyed, but I'm not really sure how much academic credit there is for this theory because of the law that matter cannot be created or destroyed.
Yeah.
Or energy cannot be created or destroyed. So I'm not really sure how much I give that one. But it's kind of an interesting idea that black holes are the exception to that rule. And that's just the permanent resting place of anything that gets sucked in. Another theory, which is probably the most likely one, I guess, is that black holes are just black matter, which is essentially the stuff that makes up most of the universe, but people don't really know what it is. However, this theory could be inaccurate because that kind of implies that the whole universe is made of black holes, or that black holes are made of the whole universe. I don't really know.
I mean, dark matter? Is that also what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
Black matter, dark matter.
We're all just black holes.
So true.
Do you want to hear my personal theory?
I'm not done with the theories. I was going to ask you after I'm done with the
Okay.
theories.
You keep going. Like, I just get a little excited. What can I say?
I know. There's the time travel theory, which is, of course, a popular one. It's used in a lot of media. Essentially, I'm just going to read a quote that I found online about this. Black hole runs into the problem of infinity. A black hole's mass is crushed to an infinitely dense point that's infinitely small in size. Physically, this doesn't make any sense, so researchers have searched for alternative framework to get a handle on black holes. One proposal is known as quantum loop gravity, which suggests that the fabric of space-time is curved very strongly near the center of the black hole. This would result in part of the hole extending into the future, meaning that matter getting sucked in would time travel forward. So essentially what that's saying is, since time is weird because it's getting crushed and going really fast, that potentially in the center of a black hole, it's in the future.
That's what I was saying about time. That like time gets eaten by a black hole.
Yeah. Another theory, which is kind of similar, is that black holes are wormholes into other universes. This theory and the time travel theory include the existence of a white hole on the other side, which is essentially the inverse of a black hole, where light and matter can be shoved out but can't go in. So you'd go into a black hole, you get sucked into it, and then you get propelled out of a white hole in another universe or another timeline. The last theory is you just fucking die. It's just gravity. It just squishes you weird. And if you went in a black hole, you just die. And I know, Kell, you mentioned a theory that you enjoy or that you like.
I think my favorite theory, like fun-wise, is the wormhole. I like the idea of wormholes. I think that's kind of funky. Realistically, I'm pretty sure if you get sucked into a black hole, you're just dead. But my theory about like why black holes exist, I think I heard this somewhere. I'm pretty sure this is in fact not an original thought. Is that so? I'm pretty sure one theory of the Big Bang is that I don't even know how to explain this. So basically, obviously, black holes, they're sucking everything in: time, space, matter, everything. And there's no end point to a black hole. They just go forever. They just keep sucking things in until there's nothing left. So the theory is that like if like black holes, they suck everything up, and then once like the universe is empty, basically, and there's nothing left for them to suck up, they almost like implode. I don't know if that's the correct term since they're already sucking everything up, but like they basically implode, and then it creates basically a new Big Bang. And so the theory is that the Big Bang is caused by the black hole, the big one in the center of the universe, eating everything and then starting over. And then that's a new Big Bang. And then it eats everything for millions, trillions, billions of years. I said that in the wrong order, but yeah. But the black hole in the center of the universe eats everything, and then once everything's gone, then boom, new universe. And that's just how the universal cycle works.
So essentially you're saying that it's
a cycle.
Yeah, so it continually collapses and sucks everything in itself and then spawns a new universe by having a Big Bang and then just continually sucks that universe in.
Yeah.
I really like that theory. Like just having a whole cycle of like existence in the universe. That's
I
really
wish I
interesting
knew
to think about.
If that was an original thought or if I've heard that before, because I genuinely could not tell you. I've probably heard it somewhere, but like I don't want to take credit for it. But like I guess theoretically I could have thought of it. I don't know. I just be thinking thoughts sometimes. Has anybody had an original thought ever?
No,
probably
they
not.
don't exist.
Yeah. So
that is interesting. That is an interesting concept.
It's kind of fun, and I mean. A lot of things in nature have cycles. So why wouldn't the universe have a cycle?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like that would explain the Big Bang.
Do you think we're the first iteration of that, or do you think we're just another universe in a long string of universes?
I mean, I don't think that we'd be the first. I don't really have an explanation for the first universe, because like if it is a cycle, what started the cycle? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think that we're the first cycle. We could be, I guess.
I wonder what number cycle we are.
7,345.
That is very specific, but okay.
Wilbur knows something we don't.
Wilbur was behind it all along.
Oh my
yes. Do you think we're the first iteration of sentient life?
No.
If you think
definitely not.
No.
So you think there are people before who came
our universe is old. Like we're not the start of a universe. So
interesting.
I don't think that we're the first form of sentient life. If you listen to our other podcast episode about aliens, well, we talk about it a little bit more. A little
throwback.
2 episodes ago.
A little plug to 2 episodes ago.
Plug. Listen to the alien episode. It was really good. We love talking about aliens. We talk about sentient life and why it always fails.
Anyway, Leggie, what theory do you like? What do you think is most logical?
Ooh, you see, what interests me the most is the fact that we'll never know. Like, we can't know everything about black holes. Like, our technology is so limited. Like, we have no idea what's going on. I think it's somewhat comforting not having certainty of what's going on. Because I think I'd rather not know if the universe is about to be eaten, you know?
That's wild. I like knowing things. I want to know. I want to know all of the secrets.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss on certain things, you know, like death.
Yeah. Yeah. No, honestly, I don't think I'd want to know if I was going to die. I think I'd just rather just die.
Yeah.
kind of bouncing off of like what you said, do you think we'll ever develop the technology to actually be able to study black holes and maybe go into them?
I don't think we'll ever develop technology to enter a black hole. I think we'll probably be able to study them a bit better with the way that we have been advancing, like, ways to monitor space stuff. But yeah, I definitely don't think we'll ever be able to get inside one because...
Why?
It literally eats and crushes everything, like, even everything. So how could you build something that wouldn't get crushed?
I don't know. But I feel like at some point we'd have the technology to.
I think if we could finally develop quantum computers, which we're starting to get closer to doing, we could create simulations, pretty good simulations, that would let us try stuff. But literally, I don't know.
Interesting. Leggie, what do you think?
I think maybe humanity will probably die out by the time we can develop that kind of technology. And it also, I think on our planet specifically, we're so limited on the like materials that we have that we can use to like build things, like build a probe to go into a black hole. Because like everything on Earth is fragile if you think about it. So I don't think so. No.
That's fair.
We'll never get a full understanding of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I feel like we could if we had enough time. Whether we do or not is the real question. But I think if we had infinite time and infinitely expounding knowledge, I think we'd figure it out. But probably not for another million years, which don't really think we have. But last question. If you were given the opportunity to go be one of the first people to go into a black hole without dying, certainty, no death, would you take it knowing you might be trapped there forever?
Isn't that the same thing as dying?
No.
Wouldn't the idea of being trapped somewhere forever basically be the same thing as dying?
No. Because you'd have food and you'd have people with you. You just would be stuck and you couldn't come back to Earth.
Would I ever be able to leave the black hole?
No. Okay, let me rephrase this. Would you go into a black hole knowing you won't die, but not knowing what could happen? Like, you could be propelled into another universe. You could be, I don't know, put through time. You could just be, I don't know, poof, I guess.
I mean, honestly, I would say no. Like, I'm all for going to space and never coming back to Earth, as we went over in the episode previous. Another plug.
Oh my god.
But honestly, I think black holes are where I draw the line, mostly because I genuinely do not believe that there is anything on the other side. I think a black hole would just kill you, basically. Even if you were saying that it wouldn't kill you, I think that it would. And I don't personally see a difference. Like, if you got sucked in and got stuck, I don't really see a difference from dying then. Because you're still going to die. You're just going to be, you live the rest of your years trapped on a spaceship in a black hole? To me, that feels like the equivalent of dying. So, for me, I'm going to say a no for the black hole.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Like?
I think personally, I'm going to go with no as well. I'm a big believer in the multiverse theory. And a lot of people are like, hey, like, black holes are how you get to another universe. And I don't think that's the case. You know, I think Kell's right, you know, it's just something that probably crushes you if you go into it, or there's just nothing on the other side, probably.
Because I do personally believe in, like, the cycle, and which, like, the cycle theory that I talked about. So, like, if black holes are the end of the universe, like, there's nothing on the other side for me.
But it could, not the beginning of a new one?
Well, I mean, when a black hole finishes eating the universe, it doesn't spit out exactly what was there last time. It spits out all the atoms and particles.
Fair. I would go into a black hole. I'd do it. Okay. just out of pure curiosity.
Do you think there'd be something on the other side?
Why not? I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily believe there's something on the other side. Mm-hmm.
But you'd risk it?
I'd risk it, and also I don't think there's necessarily a reason for there not to be something on the other side. Like, we don't know enough to be like, there's for sure not something.
Yeah.
So, on the off chance, like, why not? Also, if I die, it's in the name of science. So,
Fair.
Plus,
you know.
think of the amount of like vlog content you could get. Like, imagine the YouTube videos. Like,
millions, trillions of viewers, dare I say, before you die.
literally,
You'd be one-upping Mr. Beast.
you would.
Sorry, Mr. Beast.
Although,
No.
if anybody's gonna fund that, it will probably be Mr. Beast.
No, that's true.
There you go. There you go.
He would. For the vlog content, absolutely.
There you go.
You'll be getting a DM shortly, Wilbur.
Oh, God. All right, gang. That wraps up our 3 episodes about space. Do you guys have anything to add or include about space? Any aspect? Anything you wanted to bring up or chat about for a minute?
Space is
I
cool.
love space. It's cool.
Space
Pretty neat.
is very cool.
Wild. We don't really get it. We actually, although to be fair, we actually know more about space than we do about our own ocean.
I hate the ocean. The ocean scares me.
Me
Not
too.
gonna
Yeah,
lie.
no, same.
Horrifying.
Yeah. Truly horrifying. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But our next topics are going to be spooky for Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, next time,
Spooky time.
we're going to talk about spooky things because Halloween. And then maybe we'll talk about Halloween. We'll see. It's almost October.
Woo!
Also, this episode was a little late. We're all very busy. Don't even worry about it.
Yep.
But we will continue to upload every 2 weeks normally. Kell and I will be at TwitchCon next time, but we're going to pre-record an episode, so we will not miss any.
Yep.
But yeah, anyone have anything else to add before we wrap up?
I don't think so.
Audio listeners,
Please?
love you to death.
Oh my
No.
god.
Okay.
That's-
All right,
Hey
Cat
Stevie,
Division.
how you doing? That's what I had to
Oh
say.
my god. Jesus Christ. We should all shout out. We should all start shouting at one person at the end of each podcast. How you go first? Shout out someone.
Shout out to my mom. She's still salty I'm not taking her to space. So shout out to you.
Leggie, is your shout out to Stevie?
Yeah, I feel like I should shout out my mum now, but no, it's going to be Stevie. Shout out to shout out to Stevie Andromeda,
Very nice.
Truly everywhere.
the beloved
So
that
true.
is in every single Twitch chat that I go to.
They're everywhere. They truly are. They're really everywhere.
There was one time I was watching a VOD and the first message in like the chat was "Hi Leggie" from Stevie.
Stop.
No, that's so
so
funny.
funny.
I still have the screenshot from that. It's my favorite thing. But yeah, I love Stevie. Stevie's great.
Oh my
That's
god.
funny. My shout out is to Dream. Sorry for taking you to space. Sorry for taking you to space. Hope your face reveal goes well, dude. Yeah. Anyway,
Stop.
content creator Dream.
Dream was
Anyway,
taken.
Dream was taken. Anyway, yeah, that concludes our last episode about space. Hope you guys enjoyed. If we want to shout out ourselves and our channels, Kell, you can go first.
Yo, I'm Klee Soup everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Discord. Yeah.
Discord. Okay.
Yeah. Find me. Talk to me.
Okay.
Go for
No.
it. Watch my stuff.
No.
Oh.
I mean, yes, definitely watch the stuff. Anyway,
Oh my God.
Leggie, you go quick.
I am Twiggerist on everything. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter. You'll be able to find me on YouTube soon. I keep saying that, but
Heyo.
one day, who knows? I just need to edit videos.
And you can find me anywhere at Plant Will, and by anywhere I mean Twitter, and Twitch.
Okay, I was like, just Twitter?
No, Twitter and
gone?
Twitch. I forgot. I literally streamed earlier and I forgot about it.
Twitch is over. Let's go.
Twitch is over, party.
Well.
Anyway,
Well.
thank you guys for tuning in. This has been fun, and we'll have more episodes like this in the future. Say bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone!